Judith and Daniel have a zest for life, irrespective of their own personal circumstance, and their dedication and determination is unbelievable. They never surrender.
People that had the biggest influence in my childhood were my paternal grandparents, Yosef Yaakov and Yehudis Arnalls. Without the unconditional love and chesed, I don't know if I could be who I am today.
One of my role models were my grandparents on my mother's side. My grandma Lillian demonstrated how important it is to treat everyone with the utmost of dignity. Grandma, I'm wearing your earrings. I learned from my parents being happy and grateful for what you have. There are times in my life where things have been challenging. We were taught to see the bracha that laid in it, and to not focus on the materialistic, but to focus on the gift and the spirituality that Hashem has given us.
In the time when I was born, they didn't know the effects of certain drugs, and that's how I have the epilepsy and legally blind. In my childhood, kids used to call me Dum Dum Daniel. Because I didn't see well, people thought that I was also stupid. Well, just because he can't see doesn't mean he doesn't have a brain.
I met Daniel right after his bar mitzvah. It was very clear that he was a diamond in the rough. There wasn't any barrier to what Daniel wanted to learn. Daniel broke the mold when it came to being a true Talmid and student.
Rabbi Eilitz saved my life. He taught me how to live my life to the fullest, with simcha, with happiness. I could never thank him enough for all the love, care, and compassion, because without him, I don't know if I would be here today.
He, in many ways, is my Rebbe. When he was informed that he had a cancer, his first call to me was, wow, Hashem has given to me an opportunity to have empathy for other people who are ill.
And he looks in every circumstance for the opportunity to grow and to become closer to Hashem. And he won't miss it, even on a chemotherapy treatment. When speaking of Mrs. Arnalls, one has to be careful in order to not offend her sense of propriety and modesty, but she is definitely a neshama gavoa, a very lofty soul.
I see bracha because I believe that Hashem loves me. And even things that seem unfathomable as a bracha somehow are.
Judith is my best friend. She perseveres through whatever challenges with do it with a happy face. This is a blessing from Hashem.
The first time I met Judith was at a Sheva Bracha that I was co-hosting, and she thought I was married and she came over to talk to me.
I sensed that something was special about him. Don't be scared of me, but there was a shechina that surrounded him. Believe it or not, I approached him. I figured he's a rabbi, why not? I asked him, how many children do you have? To which he said,
I come from the old school. First, you have to have a wife, and then you have children.
Very quickly, I realized how his life revolved around chesed. And that was the biggest midah I was looking for in a future husband.
Sally Arnalls is a very special person, and I believe that's where Daniel gets so much of his chesed from.
I think Daniel must be a spark of the neshama of Avraham Avinu. He has a dedication and a simcha that permeates everything when it comes to the world of chesed.
If someone's getting married, he's the first to volunteer for Sheva Brachas. If they're getting married, they don't have a place to make it, he'll make the wedding in his home. He's always running to always help other people.
I never thought that I was going to get married, and I never thought that Hashem would bless me with my complete zivug. It was amazing to me that after a few conversations, I fell in love with Judith's soul.
They are clearly each other's other half in a way that we all dream of. They are the eyes and the feet of each other. They're one soul, they're one being. And they serve Hashem completely in that one being.
When Daniel and I have challenges, it's surprising how each of us can help the other. My husband is legally blind. Baruch Hashem, I have good vision. My legs, unfortunately, are weak, and I have trouble maneuvering and walking. Daniel is a pillar of strength.
Together, we are one complete person to be able to serve Hashem for the best.
The Arnalls' ability to reach out beyond themselves and to overcome their own issues indicates a very unique neshama that senses the importance of its mission and isn't bogged down by the circumstances surrounding it.
When Yosef Yaakov was born and I held him, I couldn't believe, I really couldn't, that Hashem let me be the mother of this little neshama.
I never thought I was going to have a wife or a son. And the first time that I held Yosef Yaakov, it was incredible, because there was, we have the Masorah continuing, the next generation was really going to be there.
Daniel felt that this is his connection to Mashiach and to eternity.
I want Yosef Yaakov to know everything that Hashem gave us is there for us to use for Kedusha. And that's what I want for him, to just run with it.
My mommy and daddy's attitude teaches me that I have to be happy with whatever I have, and I have to be happy in life.